to welcome them with thunderous applause.
On behalf of the ISD fraternity, I extend a very warm welcome to our chief guest, His Excellency Shri Manu Mahavar, Ambassador of India to the Sultanate of Oman, and the guest of honor, Dr. Baby Sam Samuel, Chairman, Board of Directors, Indian Schools in Oman, and all the dignitaries to the 26th Annual Day Function of Indian School, Darsait.
As we commence the program with the Royal Anthem of Oman, followed by the National Anthem of India, may I request the audience to kindly rise and be in attention. Thank you, and kindly be seated.
ISD ensures safety of the children, which is our priority as well. Here we present a safety video to brief you on crowd safety management, prepared by Adil Sharfuddin and Prithvilal Anlal of 11D, under the able guidance of Ms. Roylet Narona from the ICT department. Please watch the instructions carefully and be prepared in case of an emergency.
Safety is our priority. Indian School Darsait proudly presents Crowd Safety Reminders. Welcome to the 26th Annual Day celebration. Ladies and gentlemen, you are at Le Grand Hall, Al-Falaj.
This hall has 5 main exit doors.
In case of emergency, please do not panic. Follow exit arrow indicators to evacuate. Please take a note of the 5 exit doors as shown in the video. Kindly take note of the safety guidelines. Thank you for watching. Think safety, act safely.
Shubham karoti kalyanam arogyam dhana sambataha shatru buddhi vinashaya Deepa Jyotir Namostude. Let's start this evening on an auspicious note with the lighting of the ceremonial lamp. May I request our principal, vice principals to accompany the chief guest Guest of Honor, President, School Management Committee, Mr. Vinoba MP, Senior Principal and Educational Advisor, Vice President, Convener and Treasurer to light the ceremonial lamp and inaugurate the function. May I request our Principal and Vice Principals to join them.
दरिद्रवर्याः मूकाश्च वाचस् पतितां हिताभ्यां नमो नमः श्रीगुरुपादुकाभ्याम् कनिकाश पदाहृदाभ्यां नानाविमोहादि निवारिकाभ्याम्.
Thank you, sirs. Thank you, ma'am.
Every dance of universal peace is a spiritual teaching. Every time we gather together and join our voices and hearts, we strengthen that vibration in ourselves. Let us invoke the blessings of the Supreme and the spirit of serenity through an invocation dance. Let us pray to the Almighty to bless us abundantly for the success of this program. Here comes my friends of the senior section with an invocation dance. All the
வருகுது 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 வேல் முற்ற
மற்றும் விலையது விலகுது 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 பார் கற்ற தமிழது இனியது 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 நான் உற்ற பயனது பெருகுது மனமது உருகுது தான் சுற்றி வருகுது 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 வேல் முற்றும் விலையது விலகுது 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 பார் கற்ற தமிழது இனியது 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 தான் உற்ற பயனது பெருகுது மனமது உருகுது கான் வருகுது 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 வேல் முற்றும் விலையது விலகுது 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 பார் கற்ற தமிழது இனியது 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 தான் உற்ற பயனது பெருகுது மனமது உருகுது கான் கிட்ட தக தடி கிட்ட தக தக தோ கிட்ட தக தடி கிட்ட தக தக தி தோ கிட்ட தக தடி கிட்ட தக தடி தாம் 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 ததம் தத்திங்கின துததம் தத்திங்கின துததம் தத்திங்கின சரவண பவ குகன் அழகன் 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 ஹரஹர சிவன் மகன் முருகன் 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 அருத்தரும் குருவரன் குமரன் 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 அறுபடை அருமுகன் பரதன் 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 சரவண பவகுகன் அழகன் 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 ஹர ஹர சிவன் மகன் முருகன் 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 அருள் தரும் குருபரன் குமரன் 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 அறுபடை அருமுகன் வரதன் பரதன் பரதன் சரவண பவகுகன் அழகன் 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 ஹர ஹர சிவன் மகன் முருகன் 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 அருள் தரும் குருபரன் குமரன் 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 அறுபடை அருமுகன் வரதன் 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 தாம் தாம் தகதம் தீம் தீம் தகதம் தும் தும் தகதம் நம் நம் தகதீம் தகிததாம் 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 தகதரிகதம் தகதாம் 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 தகதரிகதம் தகதாம் 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 தகதரிகதம் வாழ்க 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 வீராதி வீர சூராதி சூர பத்மனே வாழ்க வாழ்க வீராதி வீர சூராதி சூர பத்மனே தாம் தக தாம் தக தாம் தக தக தீம் தக தீம் தக தீம் தக 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 தோம் தக தோம் தக தோம் தக 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 தம் தக லம் தக லம் தக 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 அன்னங்கள் யாவும் அதிரது அதிரது அகில புவனங்கள் அசையது அசையது கண்ணங்கள் மாறிய கடலுடன் ஒரு இசையும் புயலாகிய வருது தத்தும் 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 தஜம் 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 தகதரிகடதும் 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 தத்தி தத்ததிங்கடதி தத்ததிங்கடதி ததிங்கடதி தத்ததிங்கடதி ததிங்கடதி ததிங்கடதி எல்லாம் ஆடட்டும் ஆடட்டும் மடியட்டும் பணிந்தே நாடி வந்தோம் அவள் மந்திரம் முழங்கியது மங்களம் துலங்கியது இந்திரர் சந்திரர் வந்திருந்து வாழ்த்தினர் மந்திரம் முழங்கியது மங்களம் துலங்கியது இந்திரர் சந்திரர் வந்திருந்து வாழ்த்தினர் நந்தியும் நாரணமும் நலமிக போற்றவே சந்திரசேகர சங்கரியை மணந்தார் சந்திரசேகர சங்கரியை மணந்தார் மலர்ந்திருந்தவன் குமர 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 கையிலேறி விளையாடி திருவாக தவழ்ந்துயர்ந்தவன் மலையாறு தமிழ் சேவ கொடியேந்தி மகிழ்ந்தமர்ந்தவன் மறையோதும் அடியாரை மனதேந்தி உகந்தருள்பவன் மலையாறு தமிழாறு மகவாக மலர்ந்திருந்தவன் மயிலேறி விளையாடி திருவாக தவழ்ந்துயர்ந்தவன் மலையாறு தமிழ் சேவ கொடியேந்தி மகிழ்ந்தமர்ந்தவன் மறையோதும் அடியாரை மனதேந்தி உகந்தருள்பவன் எரிக்கும் நெருப்பின் பொரியன உதித்தவன் நீ மயக்கும் மலைத்தேன் வள்ளியை மணந்தவள் நீ வியக்கும் விதத்தில் சூரனை அழித்தவள் நீ மனத்தால் நினைத்தார் வினையற அருள்பவன் நீ
This dance depicting the victory of good over evil was choreographed and directed by our very respected dance teacher, Ms. Sarla Devi Shankar. May I invite the choreographer on stage. Thank you, children. You have truly spread the spiritual vibes this evening, creating a state of trance through that magnetic performance. Let's give them a big round of applause. Thank you.
May I call upon the school head boy, Harikeshav Pramodu, for the welcome address.
Atithi Devo Bhava. It's our age-old tradition to consider the guests as God and welcome them with warm hospitality. A happy and pleasant evening to one and all. As the head boy of this highly reputed institution, it is indeed my proud privilege to welcome you all for the most awaited event of the academic year, the 26th Annual Day celebrations of Indian School Darsait. At the outset, let me take great pride in welcoming our Honorable Chief Guest, His Excellency Shri Manu Mahavar, Ambassador of India to the Sultanate of Oman. Shri Manu Mahavar took charge of the post of Ambassador of India to the Sultanate of Oman on 21st August 2018. He joined the Indian Foreign Service in 1996. He has served in diplomatic missions in Moscow and Geneva. At headquarters, he has served as desk officer for Nepal and director in Prime Minister's office. He also headed the Establishment Division and the UN Political Division in Ministry of External Affairs. Prior to his present assignment, he was the head of Americas Division from October 2015 to August 2018. On behalf of the ISD fraternity, I extend a very warm welcome to you, sir. Today, the privilege and opportunity to welcome our chief guest is with the Department of Special Educational Needs of our school. The department focuses on the overall development of children who have varied learning disabilities. They train the children in different vocations like chocolate making, block printing, and candle making, along with their academics, under the guidance of Mrs. Gayatri Narasimhan, our special educator, and Mrs. Nagarthi, our counselor and therapist. Today, the fruit of their work can be witnessed in the beautiful and delicious chocolate bouquet and the attractive block-printed jacket that would be presented by the same department students. Now I call upon Hamdan Khan, Parvati Praveen, and Deepak Suresh to present the chocolate bouquet. I also call upon Muhammad Muad Nasir, Rushda Sifwan, and Sahal Rahman to present the block-printed jacket to welcome our chief guest. Thank you, sir, for your kind acceptance. I'm highly privileged and honored to welcome and introduce our guest of honor, Dr. Baby Sam Samuel, Chairman, Board of Directors, Indian Schools in the Sultanate of Oman. He has been instrumental in spearheading various reforms in the educational arena in the Indian schools in Oman. He has been associated with the Indian school system since 2016, serving as the Director of the Board of Directors. He is also the director of the renowned organization Knowledge Oman and is an advisory committee member for higher education institutes in Oman. Professionally, he is an award-winning business consultant specializing in turnaround management, business mentoring, and strategic consultancy. He is general manager of Intertech LLC, organization mentor for few companies such as Trifoil Advertising SAOC, and business advisor for few startups. Armed with PhD in entrepreneurship, Dr. Sam is also a proponent of entrepreneurship within the region and in India. A hearty welcome to you, sir. I call upon Muaz Akhtar, Manjima Manoj, and Enosh Prabhakaran to present a chocolate bouquet from the same department. I also call upon Aman Ansari, Daniel Pereira, and Tamada Manini to present the block printed jacket from the same department to welcome our guest of honor. Thank you for your kind acceptance, sir. A proficient and professional core team has always been the strength of success and prestige of Indian School Darsait. It's our ardent pleasure to welcome the President of the School Management Committee, Mr. Jayakish Pavitran, who has always encouraged every activity that the school has undertaken. Sir, your motivation, support, and positive vibration has a great impact on the growth of this institution. We welcome you this evening, sir. I would like to extend a welcome to Mr. Vainobha MP, Senior Principal and Educational Advisor to the Board of Directors, and to Mr. Alexi Joseph, Head of Academics, Board of Directors. Thank you, sirs, for your valuable presence. We welcome you, sirs. I also take this opportunity to welcome the Vice President, Mr. Sebastian Chungat, Convener, Mr. Ajit Vasudevan, Treasurer, Mr. Afroz Ahmed, and other esteemed members of the SMC. The distinguished dignitaries, well-wishers, and invited guests who have always rendered their constant support. A warm welcome to Mr. P. Prabhakaran, Principal, Indian School Alma Bela. Thank you for accepting our invitation and gracing this event. The courage to make tough decisions and the compassion to listen to others is an art. Our principal, Dr. Sridevi Pitashnath, is an exceptional leader by the equality of her action and integrity of her intent. With motherly love and endless care as a central emotional firmament, she's a constant force of inspiration. It is my pleasure to extend a gracious welcome to our beloved principal. We welcome you, ma'am. It is also my privilege to welcome our vice principals, Mr. Alexander G. Varghese and Mrs. Geeta Chauhan, and whose constant guidance have always shown us the right path. We welcome you, sir and ma'am. Indian School Darsait began its saga by spreading its glory and vibes and delight. It's more than 2 decades now, and we have been successful in carrying our legacy time and again. And this phenomenal feat was made possible only by our dedicated assistant vice principals, supervisors, coordinators, HODs, and dear senior teachers, whose persistent encouragement and indomitable will have taken us miles. I take this opportunity to convey my warmest greetings to you and welcome you all. With immense pleasure, we welcome our dear parents. We treasure your love and concern towards our second home. Your esteemed presence amidst us today makes us feel really proud. A hearty welcome, dear parents. Last but not the least, a jovial welcome to all my dear friends here today. Once again, a cordial welcome to all of you, and I assure you that the cultural extravaganza you're going to witness shall be full of exuberance and excitement and will create some beautiful memories for all of us. So sit back and experience the visual treat. Thank you.
Thank you, Harikeshav.
It is said, work for a cause, not for applause. Live life to express and not just to impress. It is my privilege to invite our President SMC, Mr. Jayakish Pavitran, for the presidential address. May I request our principal to escort Sir on stage.
Life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. His Excellency, Sri Manu Mahavir, Ambassador of India to Sultanate of Oman, Dr. Baby Sam Samuel, Honorable Chairman, Board of Directors, Indian Schools in Oman, respected Senior Principal, Mr. Vinoba, Head of Academics, Dr. Alex, my colleagues in SMC, respected Principal Dr. Sridevi Pitashnath, Vice Principals, Assistant Vice Principal, Coordinators, Supervisors, Teachers, and my beloved parents and students. Today, we all are gathered here to celebrate and witness the annual day just after the Silver Jubilee year. Let me congratulate the IST fraternity on this glorious and memorable occasion. I would like to share a small story which would enlighten you all, and I hope that would be one of the best value addition to you all on this auspicious occasion. Once upon a time, a donkey and his master were going along a busy street. The donkey was carrying a statue of deity on its back. On seeing the deity, people started showing gestures of worship. This filled a sense of pride, and the donkey started jumping with joy. This was noticed by the master, and he understood the cause behind this. He stopped the donkey and unloaded the deity. He took a strong cane and started beating the donkey severely. Master told the donkey that he was just a donkey carrying the deity. The people respected the deity, not the carrier. Later, the donkey realized the meaning of his master's words. Yes, it is very clear. We all are respected for the position that we carry, and most of us don't realize this truth in its real spirit. When an individual in power does his duties with simplicity and sincerity for the needy, rather than misusing it, even after he leaves the position, he would be getting the same respect. Hence, it is our responsibility to behave with integrity in all stages of life. The famous psychologist Carl Jung, the disciple of Sigmund Freud, presented a convincing theory of images. According to him, there are three types of images: self-image, image among others, image through the third eye. Image of self, that we all think, oh, for me, I think I am the king or I am the panther. Image among others, this is the reflection of one's image in society. Both self-image or the image among others may not be true always. The third one is more important. Image through the third eye. This is the objective and real image of a person. In this, a person who sees himself through others' view of perspective can evaluate actual image, which is always the true reflection of oneself. It gives a three-dimensional image, and that can help the person to improve his strength further and enables him to correct his weaknesses. But it needs lots of willingness, efforts, and self-acceptance. Let's try to imbibe these concepts to turn ourselves into a respectful social being throughout our lives. Self-realization is more important, and that is one of the motto of our education. Be happy and make others happy. Thank you, and have an indelible evening. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for these inspirational words.
Sunbeam on the ice, castles on the heights, deserts on the sides, rainbow like kaleidoscopic guys. I bet with no reprise, once you see Rajasthan, it would be hard to bid goodbyes.
These lines, or for that matter, any lines, are not sufficient to describe the beauty and art of this colorful place called Rajasthan. There is so much to see, so much to discover, so much to explore, and so much to assimilate here. Ghumar, one of the traditional folk dances of Rajasthan, is not just an act of singing and dancing, but is a representation of women folk itself. Here is a performance to let us all feel the Rajasthani mitti ki khushbu. This for sure was one artistic performance. Nothing can be at par with the beauty and the classiness of our heritage.
The dance was choreographed by Ms. Sumita Manoj, our very respected primary school dance teacher. May I invite her on stage? Thank you, my friends, for that exhilarating performance. The choreographer was assisted by Ms. Lekha Vinod.
Hello. It is said, great leaders don't set out to be a leader. They set out to make a difference. It is never about the role, always about the goal. It is my proud privilege to invite our principal, Dr. Sridevi P. Tashnath, a confident, dauntless and compassionate leader, to present the digital annual report, a concise account of the school activities, scholastic as well as co-scholastic, for the academic year 2018-19. I invite the head boy Harikesha Pramodu and head girl Ananya Jakesh to escort the principal onto the stage.
Esteemed Chief Guest of the Day, His Excellency Shri Manu Mahavar, Ambassador of India to Sultanate of Oman. Honorable Chairman, our esteemed guest of honor, Dr. Baby Sam Samwell. Our President of the School Management Committee, Mr. Jaikish Pavitran. Other esteemed members of the School Management Committee. Senior Principal and Educational Advisor, Mr. Vinoba. Assistant Educational Advisor as well as the Head of the Academics from the Board, Dr. Alex. My colleague principals, Principal from Indian School Mabela, Prabhagaran Sir. Also, I'm extremely happy and delighted to see Mr. Rakesh Tomar, who is the newly joined Principal of Indian School Al-Awabi, who is also gracing this wonderful occasion. To my invited guests, parents, and my dear students, the very presence of you all here, with the auditorium completely full, speaks about that confidence, that trust, that love that you have for Indian School Darsait. In fact, we are so much happy, delighted, and glad to be having you all on this auspicious occasion. I welcome you all with immense pleasure to this beautiful moment. At the outset, let me express our sincere and heartfelt gratitude to His Majesty Sultan Qaboos bin Said, under whose benevolent protective care and leadership we all are leading a very peaceful and fruitful life in this beautiful country. We pray to the Almighty to bless His Majesty with long life and good health. We have completed 25 glorious years of our academic journey. From the humble beginning we made in 1992, having crossed many memorable milestones, today our school is a dream destination for many expatriate parents. Even now, at this month, even during this month also, there are parents who are asking for the seats to get an admission in Indian School Darsait. On this memorable occasion of 26th Annual Day of our school, we rededicate ourselves to create a brilliant future, and it is under this context I have great pleasure in presenting the digital annual report for the academic year 2018-19. You will be you will be able to see the digital annual report so that you can enjoy. So fasten your seat belt and have a beautiful glimpse of our schools. All that speaks about the testimony of which you will find about Indian School Darsait. Over to the digital presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Principal, for the concise annual report for the academic year 2018-19. We also take this opportunity to thank Ms. Meera Abhilash, Ms. Esther Diana for the digital presentation, and Ms. Beena Govind and Ms. Parveena Yusuf for the annual report preparation.
Indian School Darsait believes in complete inclusion and has hence prioritized it. The Department of Sin, along with the other departments, work together for these blessed children so that they can be fully equipped to join the mainstream society. In the next program, the students from both streams are going to put up a show to mark their love, devotion, and reverence for their motherland. My India, my pride.
Through this visual depiction, we wish to retell the story of India's journey towards freedom like it's never told before.
Here are some of the most iconic moments of India's journey towards independence.
Mama
Long ago, we made a twist with destiny when India. Jai Hind.
Hello, hello. Let us give a very big round of applause to these amazing students. What an amazing performance. What an amazing talent. It just gave a glimpse into the magnanimity of our country's evolution from a colonial country to one of the leading economies in the global scenario. Special thanks to Ms. Gayatri Narasimhan for the concept and execution of the program. I request ma'am to come on stage. Thank you ma'am for training these amazing students and giving them an opportunity to express themselves. She was assisted by Ms. Nagarthi. Can we have a bigger round of applause for them?
Hello. We now move on to the much awaited felicitation ceremony and the release of the Silver Jubilee souvenir. To do the honors, may I request the President and Principal to escort His Excellency, the Ambassador and the Chairman Board of Directors to the stage. ISD celebrated its Silver Jubilee in 2017-18. The release of the Silver Jubilee souvenir is a culmination of the event. The souvenir captures the essence of the celebrations that lasted for a year. It is brought out as a tribute to ISD, a great institution that has served the Indian diaspora for more than 25 long years, and salute to the staff who have dedicated their life and time towards nation building. I request His Excellency to release the Silver Jubilee souvenir of the Indian School Darsait. May I invite Mr. Ajit Vasudevan, Chairman, Silver Jubilee Celebrations, to receive the first copy of the souvenir from His Excellency.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this juncture, we convey our special thanks to Ms. Beena Govind, Assistant Vice Principal, Middle Section, and Mr. Viju Ayyappan for their efforts in bringing out this Silver Jubilee souvenir. Thank you, Your Excellency, for doing the honors. And next, we move on to the felicitation. May I request the Vice Principal of the Senior Section, Mr. Alexander G. Varghese, to escort Mr. Ajit Vasudevan back to his seat.
Success does not lie in results, but efforts. Being the best is not important, but doing your best is all that matters. The following students have always tried to do their best in all their endeavors, and their efforts were definitely appreciated. It is indeed an honor to receive a prize for the immense hard work one has put into a particular field. With these words, I request our chief guest, His Excellency, the Ambassador, to give away the Excellence Awards to the students.
Let me call upon Chitra PV of Class 7, Sastra Pratibha for the year 2017-18 to receive a memento and certificate. Let's give her a big round of applause. Archon Rajesh was selected as a player in the Oman national cricket team under 19 category and will receive his memento and certificate. Encourage them with a big round of applause. Jayant Sharma has become Indian school Darsait's first centurion in the under-16 OCC cricket, scoring 114 runs in the match against MCC, a historic achievement which will be written in the annals of ISD. We move on to the ceremonial heads of the Prefect Council for their dedicated service to the school. All of them will be felicitated with a memento and certificate. Head boy Harikeshav Pramodu, head girl Ananya Jaikesh, sports captain Abhimanyu Bhati, Cultural Secretary Aromal Shaji, IT Secretary Maitri Yogesh Naik, Literary Secretary Anjali Krishna, HSC Secretary Malavika Ramachandran, we move on to the house coordinators. Bapu House, F. Shiny Rachel, CV Raman House, Rohan, Roy, Matthew. Do encourage them with your applause. Tagore House, Devasena Sajid. CV Raman House, Rohan, Roy, Matthew. Tagore House, Devasena Sajid. And Vivekananda House, S. Naveen.
ISD is very fortunate to have staff members whose many years of dedication, commitment and loyalty to the school have earned them the respect they deserve. Today, it is time to acknowledge their service to this great institution. I request His Excellency to give away the Long Service Award to the staff for completing 12 years in this great institution. Each staff member will receive a gold coin and a certificate.
It is with due respect that I invite Ms. Indureshmi Santosh Kumar from the Department of Science. I am honored to invite Ms. Noorjahan Nasser from the Department of Arabic. Let me invite, with great reverence, Ms. Madhavi Shivanand Gandhi from the primary section.
Dear audience, please support and encourage our dear teachers for their sincere efforts and commitment towards this great institution.
I deem it my privilege to invite the head of the Department of Physics, Ms. Susan Anil. With sincere gratitude, I invite Ms. Bindu Thomas from the Department of Social Science. Finally, it is with great pleasure that I invite Ms. Latifa Khalfan Suwaid Al-Wahibi from the primary section to receive a gold coin and certificate for her committed service to this illustrious institution.
Can we hear it for our Omani staff, please? Work hard in silence and let your success make noise. Indeed, it is true when we think of our teachers who have put in their sincere efforts and reaped the results. Their hard work, dedication, systematic approach, creative and effective instructional strategies have helped the students to score centum in their subjects. It is my proud privilege to invite the teachers to receive their awards for creating CBSE National Toppers for the year 2017-18. I request His Excellency to honor the subject teachers for producing CBSE National Toppers in their subject.
It is for the second consecutive year that we have a national topper in psychology. This year, it is Ms. Malavika Elraj who scored a perfect 100 in the subject in the Class 12 examination. The driving force, mentors and facilitators were none other than the head of the institution, the head teacher, Dr. Sridevi P. Tashnit, a teacher par excellence, consistent in her efforts and always setting benchmarks for others to follow, and Ms. Manu Sharma, the school counsellor, who too played a vital role in this historic achievement. It is with great reverence I invite our principal, Dr. Sridevi P. Tashnit, to receive the gold coin and certificate from His Excellency. I am honoured to invite Ms. Manu Sharma to receive the gold coin and certificate from His Excellency.
The Social Science Department was in the limelight for creating 2 national toppers in their subject in the Class 10 board examinations held in 2018. Nandana Srikumar and Ashna Sunil scored centum in social science. It is with great respect we invite Ms. Shalini Mohan, former head of the Department of Social Science, to receive the gold coin and certificate from His Excellency. It is my honor to invite Mr. S. Gopalakrishnan, senior teacher, to receive the gold coin and certificate from His Excellency. It is my privilege to invite Ms. Agnes Augustine, senior teacher, to receive the gold coin and certificate from His Excellency. The next award is a very special one. We would like to invite Mr. Sajid C. from the Department of Physical Education for training and molding the first centurion of ISD in Under-16 OCC Cricket Club recently held, where ISD defeated Team MCC.
We move on to the overall championship trophy for cultural activities and best house trophy for the year 2018-19. The overall runners-up trophy for cultural activities goes to Tagore House. May I invite the house councillors, Ms. Bindu Mohan, Mr. James Chako, House Captain Adla Salfi, Vice Captain Maliha, and House Coordinator Devasena Sajeev to receive the trophy from the chief guest. A big round of applause for them. Championship for Cultural Activities goes to Bapu House. May I invite the House Councillors, Ms. Hasina Begum, Mr. Saju Joseph, House Captain Abia Jem, Vice Captain Shraddha Prasannan, and House Coordinator Shiny Rachel to receive the trophy from the Chief Guest. Requesting the winners to be on stage. The runners-up trophy for the best house also goes to Bapu House. A round of applause for them. The winner's trophy for the best house of the year 2018-19 goes to C.V. Raman House. May I invite the House Councillors, Ms. Zahra Fatima, Dr. Govindrajan BC, House Captain Suha Shams, Vice Captain Abhirami Rajiv, and House Coordinator Rohan Roy Matthew to receive the trophy from the Chief Guest. Can't we hear a round of applause for them?
Thank you, Your Excellency, for doing the honors. We request Your Excellency and President to stay back for the felicitation address. May I request the Principal to accompany our guest of honor back to his seat. It is my honor to request our Chief Guest, His Excellency Manu Mahavar, to give the felicitation address.
Dr. Baby Sam Samuel, Chairman of the Board of Directors of Indian Schools. Mr. Jaikish Pavitran, President of School Management Committee. Dr. Sridevi Thasnath, Principal, Indian School Darsait. Parents, teachers, dear students, good evening. And let me say what amazing cultural performances we have seen. I think the students, the teachers, the choreographers, they all deserve a very big round of applause. Let me also compliment all those who were just awarded here for their excellence in different fields. Again, let me give them another round of applause. They've really done well. They've made the school proud. I'm really delighted to be here among all of you to celebrate the annual day of Indian School Darsait. This school is one of the largest schools in Oman. It was founded 26 years ago. And in these 26 years, the school has established a name for itself. It has established a name for providing quality education. It has catered to the educational needs of tens of thousands of children. And I was quite impressed with the achievements of the school as it was shown to us in the annual report. The school has excelled in academics, in co-curricular, in extracurricular, in every field. So my heartiest congratulations to the school, the management, the teachers, and everyone who has been associated with this endeavor. I came to Oman about 3 months back, and in this relatively short period I've had chance to visit several Indian schools. And I feel very happy to see that the Indian school system in Oman is doing very well. Today, in this era of rapid technological advancement, students require knowledge and skill sets which wouldn't have been considered necessary about a decade ago. So this has necessitated changes in the ways of both teaching and learning. And it is very encouraging to see that the Indian schools in Oman are geared to keep pace with this changing requirements. They are able to constantly adapt in order to be effective in equipping the young minds with not only foundational knowledge and values, but also with the skills that are required for success in future. So I deeply appreciate the role of the School Management Committee and the Board of Directors of Indian schools in Oman for continuously enhancing the educational qualities, the quality of education, the facilities, and the overall educational environment for Indian students in Oman. I would also like to take this opportunity to express our sincere gratitude to the government of Oman, which has, under the wise leadership of His Majesty Sultan Qaboos, extended very warm hospitality to the Indian community and consistently supported the growth of Indian school system in Oman. So we deeply appreciate that. And before I conclude, I would like to wish the students very best in their studies and future careers. You must strive for excellence and success will follow. This is a very oft repeated quote, but it has real enduring relevance. So I again suggest that you do your best as we heard, and I'm sure the results will follow. I also convey my best wishes to the teachers, parents, and everyone who is associated with the school system in all their endeavors. I once again thank the school for inviting me to this annual day celebration. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for those inspirational words. We are thankful to His Excellency for being with us this evening and gracing this momentous occasion. We are indeed honored and thankful to you, Your Excellency, for spending your valuable time in spite of your busy schedule. As a token of our gratitude, we would like to present a memento to our chief guest. I request Mr. Jayesh Pavitran, President SMC, to do the honors. May I also request our Vice Principal, Senior Section, to escort her to the stage. Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you, sir. We request our President SMC to escort our chief guest back to his seat.
Indian classical dances are as diverse as Indian culture. But for some, it is a form of worship. For some, it is an art. For some, it is the expression of emotions.
We would like to inform you that due to prior appointments, His Excellency would now take our leave. We take this opportunity to thank His Excellency for gracing this occasion and spending his valuable time amidst us. I request the audience to give a standing ovation as His Excellency leaves the auditorium.
Indian classical dances are as diverse as Indian culture. But for some, it is a form of worship. For some, an art. For some, an expression of emotions. For some, a symbol of happiness. For some, it is mere entertainment. And for others, it is life itself. Let us now sit back and enjoy a classical dance performance.
गौरी निरन्तर विभूषित वामभागम् नारायण प्रियम् अनङ्गमदापहारम् वाराणसीपुरपतिम् भज विश्वनाथम् भज विश्वनाथम् भज विश्वनाथम् नटनं आडिना नटनं आडिना रघुनागरी गमागवे कनकसभैल आनन्द नटनं आडिना रघुनागरी गमागवे कनकसभैल नटनं आडिना रघुनागरी गमागवे कनकसभैल आनन्द 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 नटनं आडिना வடகையிலையில் முன்னாள் மாமுனிக்கருள் செய்தபடி தவறாமல் தில்லைப்பதியில் வந்து தை மாசத்தில் குரு பூசத்தில் பகல் நேரத்தில் வடகையிலையில் முன்னாள் மாமுனிக்கருள் செய்தபடி தவறாமல் தில்லைப்பதியில் வந்து தை மாசத்தில் குரு பூசத்தில் பகல் நேரத்தில் தாம் தகிட்ட தகஜம் தகணம் கரிகும் கரிதீம் திமித தனனம் தனனம் கரிகும் கரிததினு தினு தீட்லாம் தீட்லாம் தேவி நாகத தஜ்ஜணு ஜணும் தடீம் தீம் ஹூத தைய தைய ததிமி தகிட்ட தக தக தஜணு ததிமி தகிட தகதாம் திக்கிட தகதை தத்தோம் நட்டனம் ஆடினா வெகுநாகரி கமாகவே கனகசபையில் ஆனந்த நட்டனம் ஆடினா அஷ்டதிசையும் கிடுகிடுங்க சேடன் தலை நடுங்க அண்ட மதிர அங்கை துளி சிதற உன்னாடரும் கொண்டாட இஷ்டமுடனே கோபால கிருஷ்ணன் பாட சடையாட அரவு படமாட அதன் படமாட தோம் தோம் என்று பதவி தந்தோம் என்று அஷ்டதிசையும் கிடுகிடுங்க சேடன் தலை நடுங்க அண்ட மதிர கங்கை துளி சிதற பொன்னாடரும் கொண்டாட இஷ்டமுடனே கோபால கிருஷ்ணன் பாட சடையாட அரவு படமாட அதன் படமாட ஓம் தோம் என்று பதவி தந்தோம் என்று தாம் தகிட்ட தகஜம் தகணம் தரிகும் தரிதேம் நிமித தனனம் கனனம் தரிகும் தரி ததினு தினு தீட்டாம் தீட்டாம் திமி ஆஹத ஜணு ஜணும் தடீம் டீம் உத தைய தைய ததிமி தகிட தக தக தஜணு ததிமி தகிட தகதாம் திக்கிட தகதை தத்துவம் என்று நட்டனம் வெகுநாகரீகமாகவே கனக சபையும் ஆனந்த நட்டனம் வெகுநாகரீகமாகவே கனக சபையும் ஆனந்த நட்டனம்
Wow, really incredible. The dancers have held captive everyone with the poetry of footsteps. The dance is choreographed and trained by our very respected dance teacher, Ms. Sarla Shankar, and I request ma'am to be on stage. Thank you, friends, and thank you, ma'am. Put your hands together once more for them.
Now, I request our guest of honor, Dr. Baby Sam Samuel, to give the keynote address. I request Principal Ma'am to escort him onto the stage.
President of the School Management Committee, Mr. Jaikesh Pavitran, members of the School Management Committee, Senior Principal and Education Advisor, Mr. M.P. Vinoba, Principal of Indian School Darsait, Dr. Sridevi P. Tishnath, Principal of Indian School Al-Mabela, Mr. P. Prabhakaran, the Founding Principal of Indian School Baushar, Mr. Rakesh Tumar, teachers, parents, beloved children, happy evening to one and all. Annual Day is a day devoted out of the 365 days for review as well for celebration. Review of knowing where we stand now and commit ourselves for a better academic year. It is also a day of true celebration of your devotion to the school and school's devotion to you. A public acknowledgement of everything that is great about your alma mater and ourselves. I take this opportunity to thank the school management committee and the staff of Indian School Darsait for letting me be part of this festivity and happiness. This well-organized, well-managed event is a very clear reflection of the school's capacity, excellence and quality, and ideals that the schooling system stands for. I congratulate the self-confident, self-empowered student community, the wonderfully dedicated teaching community, and the adept, visionary school management committee, all joining hand in hand in creating such a magnum opus today evening. Congratulations once again. 11th November 2018 marked two major events globally. One, the e-commerce giant Alibaba created history in online trading, surpassing some of even the offline retail history ever created. 11th November also marked the 100th anniversary of the end of the First World War. The past is when and where we have left or let our differences divide us as a community, as a nation, as an individual. But the future is capable, the technology is capable of creating a better, happier, and more friendlier ecosystem beyond borders and boundaries. But it is up to us to decide which path to take up to. Children, let me remind you 3 steps for a better you, a better world, and a better tomorrow. 3 steps, I would call it as 3S. 1, set your standards in everything that you do, in anything that you do. May you keep a target standard that you and everyone around you expects from you. Your level of excellence, your level of success, and your set of values. And every day, raise this bar of standard, bettering your yesterdays. Number 2, seek the truth. It seems that Earth is like a flat horizon, and many of us think Earth is a perfect sphere. Neither is the fact. Earth is somewhat like a pear-shaped, squashed at its poles, swollen at its equator. What I'm trying to say is that get out of your comfort zone to seek the truth. What you may hear, what you may listen, what you may perceive may not be the fact all the time. Seek the truth. Number 3, support each other. Embracing the concept of collaboration is just not for your survival but also for your growth. Be there for your friends, for your family, and anybody and everyone who needs your support. Remember again, once again, the 3S that is going to create a better you and a better world. Set your standards, seek the truth, and support each other. Let me conclude by reminding you a very famous story, a very popular one. 4 individuals named everybody, somebody, anybody, and nobody. Everybody said, I want to change. Somebody said, let anyone initiate, anybody initiate, I will follow. Nobody said, I will change. Eventually what happened? everyone remained the same. Children, take control of your life, your activities, your actions, and your attitudes. May you continue to empower every steps and every levels of your life. And also remember that education is just not your right, but also your duty. May I remind the wonderfully dedicated teaching community, may you continue to provide holistic education, coupling counseling with education, real life insights with textbook knowledge, your old age wisdom with futuristic outlook. And to the school management committee, may you continue to lead the development of the facility, faculty, and the students, creating or keeping in mind the wider or the larger vision and upholding the ideals the schooling system stands for. Wishing you once again a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for the patient listening.
Thank you, sir, for those motivational thoughts. We request sir to be on stage. We are thankful to our guest of honor, Dr. Baby Sam Samuel, for being with us this evening and gracing the occasion. As a token of our gratitude, we would like to present a memento to our guest of honor. I request Mr. Jekish Pavitran, President School Management Committee, to do the honors. May I also request our principal to accompany him on the stage. Thank you, sir, for doing the honors. May I request President SMC and Principal to escort our guest of honor to his seat.
Dance and music are very important part of Indian culture.
People engage in dancing and singing very frequently in a variety of occasions like religious festivals, social occasions, and cultural programs.
When we talk about dance in India, how can we begin our program without paying tribute to Bollywood, as it has influenced the daily life and culture of India for decades, especially the youth.
So put your dancing shoes on and get ready to witness a super energetic rocking performance by our tiny tots of KG2.
Disco beat. Disco.
देखो देखो है शाम बड़ी दीवानी धीरे धीरे बन जाए न कोई कहानी देखो देखो है शाम बड़ी दीवानी धीरे धीरे बन जाए न कोई कहानी दिलदार नजारे हैं आज जमीन पर उतरे कितने सितारे हैं अगलो होश में दीवानम हम है दिल है हर जानम बस दीवानगी है ना कोई रहसन ना रहकर ये इल्जाम लगे किस पर बस दीवानगी है all hot girls put your hands up and say Om Shanti make some noise and say Om Shanti के सजने पे दिल आ गया
Wow, what an enthralling performance. Let's give them a big round of applause. These tiny tots were trained by the following teachers of KG2. I request them to come on stage. Mrs. Anandam R. Menon, Mrs. Aji Leni, Mrs. Kumari Kadambani, Mrs. Asiya Tabassum, Mrs. Padma Bala, and Mrs. Preeti Vinaya. Let me also add on that we strongly believe in inclusive education and we have made sure to include some of them in our dances.
Thank you, ma'am. Let's give them a big round of applause once again.
India is a land of diverse cultures and traditions. Each region of the country has unique culture.
Almost all the regions of the country have their specific folk, music and dance, which proves to be a wonderful way of expression of their community and its traditions.
So please put your hands together to welcome the students from classes 1 to 5.
They will now present before you a glimpse of the tribal and folk dances from the states of Haryana, Punjab, Odisha and Maharashtra.
So let's enjoy the breathtaking performance by our friends.
Black uno do no mu chao damba damba bugo kiliki baha kiliki pipi filifi black roiki uno do no mu chao damba damba bugo kiliki Maro, kiliki, maro, maro, kiliki. zula tamuki go go rano rano tamba tamba go tilke sisi tilki dili tilki piti tilki zula tamuki go rano rano tamba tamba go tilke
छाई गाई इंदरी ने मेरी कटिया में पिया आवे कौन सी भटक रही सो दिल तार ना मिला
Ladies and gentlemen, that was indeed a breathtaking performance. A huge round of applause for them. The masterminds behind the stage for this wonderful show are Mrs. Kushbu Zaveri, the program in charge for the primary section. Choreography done by the dance teachers, Mrs. Vijaya Lakshmi Unni and Mrs. Sumita Manoj. And they were supported by the teachers, Mrs. Gayatri Aparna, Mrs. Tina Susan Verghese, Mrs. Shiny Thomas, Mrs. Lishal Joshua, Mrs. Asta Katiyar, Mrs. Priyanka Suresh, Mrs. Gurkirat Kaur, Mrs. Jyoti Praveen, Mrs. Anumol Prince, Mrs. Seema Manoj, and Mrs. Divya Harish Pujari. A loud round of applause for them.
Amazing! Ladies and gentlemen, let's give them a thunderous applause. The truest expression of a people of the country is reflected in its dance and music.
No wonder it helps in strengthening the bonds between the people from different states and regions.
So let's forget the differences and come together to celebrate the unity of India.
What a melodious rendering, one voice. Congratulations to the music teachers, Mr. Suresh K. Nair, Ms. Sandhya Ramesh from the senior section, and Ms. Swapna Nair from the primary section for all their hard work and training given to the students. May I request the trainers to be on stage?
Please put a big round of applause for these teachers. A silent expression of aching soul, silent yet powerful. Countless stories of selfless gestures were recorded from the flood-hit state Kerala. As rains wreaked havoc on God's own country, stories of desolation and loss were shared. Another narrative emerged of hope, of inspiration and resistance that speak volumes about human will. In the face of such adversity, people were united in spirit and across age limits and proved unity is strength. Next, we present a mime by the students of the senior section.
When nature strikes, its fury wreaks havoc and spells disaster in the lives of man. Amidst the deluge and destruction that God's own country has witnessed, the inspiring stories of people risking their lives to help their fellow beings, and this has restored our faith in humanity. On this 26th Annual Day celebration of Indian School Darsait, we dedicate this mime to the brave and courageous Indian Armed Forces and the fishermen community of Kerala, whose resilience and selflessness have saved thousands of lives.
The teacher trainer for mime is Mr. Harikrishnan P. May I request sir to be on stage? Friends, you left us completely shaken. Thank you for an amazing and mind-blowing performance.
Gratitude is the fairest blossom which springs from the soul. Today, our hearts are filled with gratitude and joy that overflows from within as we recall the path that our school, Indian School Darsait, has traveled these 26 years. I now call upon the school head girl, Ananya Jaikish, to propose the vote of thanks.
To quote Melody Betty, gratitude makes sense of your past, brings peace for today, and creates a vision for tomorrow. Unquote. A very happy evening to one and all. I deem it my proud privilege as the head girl of Indian School Darsait to propose the vote of thanks as we mark an end to the 26th Annual Day celebrations of Indian School Darsait. On behalf of the Indian School Darsait family, I extend my sincere gratitude to all of you for gracing this occasion. We are greatly honored to have with us His Excellency Shri Manu Mahavar, Ambassador of India to the Sultanate of Oman, as our chief guest for today's event. His Excellency's benign presence has indeed made this event a memorable one. We thank His Excellency in absentia for taking time of his busy schedule for being with us today and for his inspirational message. With deep reverence and gratitude, we would like to thank our guest of honor, Dr. Baby Sam Samuel, Chairman, Board of Directors, Indian Schools in Oman, for gracing the occasion and sharing his ideas for the endless procession and educational dissemination and the unstinting support rendered to us in our various events. Thank you, sir. We are greatly indebted to Mr. Jaikish Pavitran, President, School Management Committee, for his wholehearted support and able guidance for all the ventures taken up by the school. Thank you, sir. We owe a gratitude to Mr. Vinoba MP, Senior Principal and Educational Advisor to the Board of Directors, and to Mr. Alex C. Joseph, Head of Academics, Board of Directors, for their presence. Thank you, sirs. I'm very grateful to Mr. Sebastian Chungat, Vice President, School Management Committee, for all his support given to us. Thank you, sir. I take this opportunity to express a profuse and profound gratitude to Mr. Ajit Vasudevan, Convener, Mr. Afroz Ahmed, Treasurer, and other esteemed members of the School Management Committee, dignitaries, and well-wishers for their unstinting support. Thank you, sirs and ma'ams. A special thanks to Mr. Rakesh Kumar Tomur, Principal, Indian School Al-Awabi, and to Mr. P. Prabhakaran, Principal, Indian School Al-Mabela. Thank you, sirs. I wish to express a sincere gratitude to our dear Principal, Dr. Sridevi P. Tashnath. Ma'am, your actions inspire others and you explore the possibilities and help us to reach new horizons by being an author of our ambitions. Thank you, ma'am. A huge thank you to our Vice Principals, Mr. Alexander G. Verghese and Mrs. Geeta Chauhan, for their constant support, and we are fortunate enough to be backed by a wonderful team of Assistant Vice Principals, Supervisors, Coordinators, Heads of Departments for their honest efforts and hard work. Thank you, sirs and ma'ams. With deep sense of appreciation, we recall the efforts of Mr. Lal A. Pillai, Head of Co-Scholastics, for the overall supervision of the event. Thank you, sir. We are grateful to all the teachers in charge of various events. Your days of hard work did bear much fruit today. Thanks to our smart comparers and enthusiastic participants, especially the tiny tots who added vibrancy and a spirit to the event. Warm thanks to all the student council members and volunteers who took full responsibility and helped the smooth functioning of the event. I also would like to take this opportunity to place on record our heartfelt thanks to our non-teaching staff for the perfect logistic support and technical arrangements. With immense gratitude, I take this opportunity to thank the parents who made us what we are today. Words are not sufficient to express our feeling of gratefulness. Thanking the Almighty for all His blessings, and once again thanking each and everyone for making this event a grand success and a remarkable one. Thank you and have a wonderful evening.
Thank you, Ananya. As we move towards the end, we thank the Almighty for His blessings throughout the program and for its successful culmination. I request the audience to rise for the closing prayer. No, wait. No, wait, I'll tell you.
वन्दे मातरम् वन्दे मातरम् सुजलां सुफलां मलयज शीतला श्यामला मातरम् वन्दे मातरम् शुभ्रज्योत्स्ना पुलकितयामिनी पुल्लकुसुमित द्रुमदलशोभिनी सुहासिनी सुमधुरभाषिणी सुखदां वरदां मातरं वन्दे मातरम् वन्दे मातरम्
Thank you. We express our sincere gratitude to each one of you for your valuable presence. We hope you enjoyed the event as much as we enjoyed presenting it. Our sincere thanks to Ms. Shobha Krishnan, Ms. Bindu Mohanan, and Ms. Beena Govind for training us. Our heartfelt gratitude to Mr. Lal A. Pillai, Head of Co-Scholastics Department, for the overall coordination of the event. This is Sean Thomas,
Aisha Reed,
Atulya Jaikish,
Celeste Jose,
and Kenza Zinos signing off. Thank you and good night.